So last night, I met up with some uni buddies who have recently moved out somewhat closer to where I live, and they all came over, and we were just going to hang out for a little while, have some drinks, because they were going to do their own New Year's thing. There were a lot, you know, it's like, I'm like not an inner circle friend, but like they all wanted to meet up with me. So they came over and sat in front of the TV, and they looked at me and they said, "We are going to watch Twilight." And I was like, oh, Twilight? You kidding me? Twilight? And they were like, nah, we're gonna watch Twilight. Come on, we're gonna watch Twilight. I was like, alright. I hadn't seen Twilight, but I'd heard stories, and I was like, alright. Chat, you might hate me for this. I actually loved it. Yanagi, thank you for the super, Lainey. I actually kind of loved it. I don't know what it is. I think Edward is really cute. I can't get that one scene. I can't get it out of my head. The one scene where he is, what is it? The one scene where they're in, like, the greenhouse, and she's like, "You never say hi to me." And he's like, "Hi." I thought that was so sweet. Edward is the ultimate baby girl. And Jacob is the ultimate himbo. Although I haven't seen the second one yet. So I don't know much about Jacob. I just know a lot about Edward. But Edward is amazing. I think he's so sweet. I think it's so, like, I don't know. Again, it sort of relates to my experience. Unsubbing and blocking me, fucking do it! Twilight, I thought, it's not, listen, very flawed, very cheesy film, but it made my heart happy. And that's good, alright? Quit being such a baby. You should watch Twilight. I'm officially Team Edward, but then I haven't seen the second one, so. Oh, Andrew. It's really sweet. Deeply unhinged fun. Here's to more. Listen, it speaks to my own experience where it's like being someone who makes content primarily aimed at women, and of course it's enjoyed by a wide spectrum of people, but primarily, 90% of my followers are women. There's a lot of stigma around content aimed at women, and particularly that appeals to female sexuality. And yes, Twilight is very sort of cheesy. There are definitely parts of it that are really cringe, but there's an element to it which is pretty effective when it comes to a romance that appeals to women, and I sort of recognized that while I was watching it. And so I can't imagine what it must have been like to be a girl who grew up in the era of Twilight and to get so relentlessly bullied for just enjoying it. It's like, yeah, it's not perfect. Like, the film itself, for the quality of the filmmaking, I give it like a 5 out of 10, but I enjoyed it so much because I felt like there was so much passion behind the directing, and it was so just itself. And I'm gonna be honest, right? That one scene where they're in Bella's room and like they're going for their first kiss, or like implied their second kiss, but you don't see the first one because it pans away. But the kiss where they're in the room, didn't it win a worst movie award or some shit? It probably deserves it, but I had fun, right? And that kiss where he's like, "No, don't move," and it's like so slow and so long. I was like, oh my god. And all those lines they have for each other, like I'm so inconsolable without you. I was like, what is it? If I get a little taste of you, I'll go into a frenzy. I was like, Edward, he's got such like, you can tell he spent that 100 years on Earth. Like, he's spent it sort of working on his pickup lines. Watch 365 days. Maybe that's the right one. Maybe we should watch all 4 Twilight movies. Wen, thank you very much for the accuracy. You can call me unbased, whatever. Can I do a Twilight ASMR? I mean, listen, I would love to, but it's copyrighted. Okay, I can't do that.